Ballerina is a 2023 Korean revenge thriller film. I'm not talking about the 2024 Anna de Armas upcoming film. This one is about Ok-ju. She is a bodyguard, sort of, not mercenary, I guess, but she's basically, yeah, a bodyguard that works freelance. She's really good at fighting. The opening sequence is very poorly shot and edited. She basically walks into a store that's being robbed and fights all of these knife-wielding hoodlums and buys some cereal. I don't really know what the beginning of that movie was. It wasn't very good. And then the beginning of the film is also poorly paced. The first half hour is very slow. This was recommended to me by a friend, and I was kind of like, ugh, this movie's not very good. But if you stick with it, you can tell that they put all of their budget into the last hour of the movie. So this film is about Ok-ju. She has a friend named Min-hee who was brutalized by someone at a club and takes her own life. So basically it's a revenge story of Ok-ju trying to find this guy, putting herself out there as bait and going up against a criminal organization as well. So the rest of the budget of this movie is definitely put into the second half because we introduce more production value, more characters, and Ok-ju basically tries to get after this guy, and he's connected to a criminal organization, so she ends up having to take on the whole criminal organization. This movie is just good enough, you know, like you can tell that the movie doesn't have the greatest budget in the world. However, they do a lot with very little. You know, that finale action sequence is really terrific. The acting's fine. I just feel like the movie needed a bit more story. And what they could have done was they could have made the main character and the character she's avenging gay lovers. You might be thinking, why? Because what we get in the story is almost a sapphic love story, but it just kind of doesn't want to have the cojones to do that, you know? Like, there's a voicemail left that says that Min-hee hasn't talked to her in a while, so it's just like a friend that she kind of knows. You know, would you really become a vigilante killer, murderer for just a friend? You know, just like a friend you met a couple times and had cake with? I mean, it would have been better if they tried to play up the sort of unrequited love sort of aspect. Maybe Ok-ju could have been in love with Min-hee, but Min-hee didn't know or something. They didn't really play up that at all. And, you know, Korean culture doesn't really accept gay people, so not a big deal, but I felt that was a missed opportunity for theme, a little bit of depth, but some dimension. But instead you just get the basic, she's a badass, she's going after these bad people, people get shot in the face and stuff like that, you know. Simple, you know, violence. Reminded me of Taken, but on a smaller budget in Korean. So overall, Ballerina is just okay. It's nothing special, but, you know, the first half hour is a little wonky there. But if you stick with it, you'll get a pretty solid action revenge thriller. All the stuff, good stuff happening in the last hour of the movie. So I give Ballerina a 7 out of 10.